all the way from South Africa, Kim Heller. She is a South African writer, political strategist, and social justice advocate, and an author. Kim, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation.
And what are you advocating for? What do you want to see happen?
I want a society and a world that is completely different to what is happening at the moment. So my wish would be that we would see proper economic justice and liberation, not only in South Africa, but across the continent. People.
The blacks are going out there, they're going out to the farmlands, and they are raping and robbing and killing and breaking into these people's homes, raping their women, robbing them along the road. Are you okay with the blacks doing that to the whites in South Africa? Are you support that? The president even brought some of them here because of the genocide, some of the whites. Do you support the blacks attacking the whites?
You know, there's no genocide of white people in South Africa, and that's very degrading of what's happening in places like Sudan at the moment and Palestine. There's no genocide of white people.
There is a genocide.
There's absolutely no genocide.
No, there is a genocide. That's not true. You're not being honest. Why are you not being honest about what's happening to the whites?
But that your information is very misleading. I thought you would have learned from your president,
That is happening.
That you mustn't. Look, I don't even know if this interview is worth concluding because your facts are incorrect, and I'm not an impolite person. So the attacks on black people are far more prevalent. There's absolutely no genocide.
There is a genocide.
That categorically.
No, there is a genocide. I know that for sure. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask, did you support Nelson Mandela?
I supported Nelson Mandela. Actually, I came from a very conservative family who was very against my support of the ANC.
But Nelson Mandela was a communist, a socialist, and the blacks who did not agree with him, he would take them and take a rubber tire, put it around their necks, and set it afire to the blacks. Were you in support of that?
That is actually incorrect, and I'm not even going to respond to that.
Why not? But he was a socialist, he was a communist, he wasn't kind. He was an evil man.
He was an evil man?
Yes. Why would you support an evil communist?
Look, I think you're probably trying to get a provocative program, and I...
No, I'm not. I'm just asking questions.
Nelson Mandela wasn't a communist, actually. He was quite a liberal person, but there were certainly people within the ANC that were communists. And in fact, my personal favorite was Chris Hani, who was assassinated by a white foreigner. And the statistics of police murders of African Americans is very much higher than that of white people. So I tend to go by statistics.
But those statistics are wrong. They're made up by hating liberals. Liberals who hate Christians and they hate what's right. They make up false statistics. Those things are not true, so don't believe that, all right? It's not true. They're made up.
What you probably don't know was that I was a member right at the beginning of the economic freedom fighters under Julius Malema. As a white person, I think I was the first white person to join that political party. And I have gone to endless rallies with hundreds of thousands of people, and I have never been threatened or attacked. There are white members of the EFF under Julius Malema's leadership now. I'm not involved with that, but there are people that are part of that movement. Now, why would they be a part of that movement if it was against white people?